Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. I'm here each and every day at 8 a.m. as we continue to go through this thing and explore ideas, understanding that the power of ideas comes from our creative ability. Our ideas, our words, our thoughts, our actions, our feelings, when combined, form our beliefs, and our beliefs create our life experience. So today, I want to talk about expectations and how important they are. And I don't believe that you should live a life without expectations, but I think you should live a life with real expectations. But I think the way society has been and the way we've been domesticated into believing is that we have set up unrealistic expectations for ourselves of what we're going to do, of what we're going to accomplish, of what we're going to be. I'm not saying don't dream. I'm not saying don't that, but make your expectations in time and space, make them achievable, make them believable. If they're not believable, they're not going to happen. If your expectations are not, you cannot possibly believe them, they're not going to happen. And what happens when you don't meet your expectations? You don't think you're capable. You don't think you're worthy. You don't think you're powerful. They really set you up for a tremendous letdown. So let's take that even further. What are your expectations of others? Have you set an expectation of someone else and they have no clue that you've set an expectation? Man, you want to talk about setting yourself up for failure. Whoa. And who are you to set an expectation for someone else? Don't they have the right to live their own life? Don't they have the right to choose what their own expectations are, whether they're real or unreal? And then you've got the thing of, what about people who come to you and say, you've got bad expectations? Are they telling you that they're too big? Or are they telling you they don't want you to have an expectation because if you achieve something that's bigger than what you are right now, maybe you won't get along with them? So you see, this whole thing of expectations is really about living a life of balance, of seeing, is the expectation too big, too small? Is the expectation at the right time? Is the expectation for myself really what I want? Is it really what I want? That's another good one. Or is it an expectation we've allowed someone else to set for us, or have we been domesticated into that expectation? Think about this idea. You come from a family where your family has a history of being lawyers, a history of being doctors, a history of being engineers. And then all of a sudden, you start living an expectation that you're going to carry on the family thing. And then what happens for a lot of people, they get to middle age, they get to that age where you're going to have a middle age crisis, right? And they're living their parents' dream, their grandfather's dream, their grandmother's dream, and not their dream. And they're wondering, what the hell happened to my life? Why am I not feeling fulfilled? And do you notice I didn't say feeling happy? That was a very conscious choice on my part. I don't believe that you can be happy all the time, but I believe you can be fulfilled. And isn't that what you want? Isn't that you want a life where you feel fulfilled? A life where you're doing what you love to do, and you're bringing it into the world, and there are people who are receiving what you love to do, and they appreciate you for being your unique self? And isn't that really the one expectation that we should have? An expectation that we will always be our unique and authentic self? I'm going to say yes, because unless you're being your real, authentic self, you're not self-loving. And if you're not self-loving, no one else can love you back. Do you get that? If you're not putting out there exactly who you are, how can anyone love you? Because they can't see who you are. Do you get that? They can't see who you are. If you have a persona or a mask on, people don't know who you are. This is the biggest mistake I see people make when they date. When people date, they put on this persona. This is who I am. This is really the real me. They may put on their best best clothes, do something that they normally wouldn't do to impress the person they're going out with. Well, who the hell is the person looking at? Are they looking at you? Wouldn't it be great if you were just your authentic self and you don't set a false expectation for the other person to see you as you are not? And then you could actually say, oh, this is who they are. I either resonate or I don't resonate with them. And guess what? If they don't resonate with you, you've not wasted any time. You've not wasted any money buying a new dress or a new outfit or a new this, or gone to the fanciest of restaurants in time, which you normally don't do anyway. Are you not setting a false expectation? This is how I look all the time, gang. This is where I go all the time. This is what I do. Do you realize you're setting a false expectation and you're setting yourself up to fail before it even begins? That's why when I'm talking to you each and every day, I don't dress up. I don't put on makeup. I don't put on things. I don't do any of that stuff. I always just stay being Lee. And what you're seeing right now, this is Lee. No other way to say it. This is who I am. Now, you can accept me or not accept me. And guess what? If you don't accept me, that's okay. It doesn't bother me. It just means we're not of the same vibrational frequency. And therefore, why waste time trying to be something I'm not? Here's the thing. I've gotten really comfortable with accepting myself as I am. Am I perfect? I'm perfectly Lee, yes. Am I perfect by society standards? Hell no. Because was I put here to meet society standards? Were you put here to meet society standards? What are society standards? Who created them? And why do we have to buy into them? Here's a standard. In a relationship, you're supposed to please your partner. Guess what you've just done with that whole idea? You've established codependency. I'm dependent on how you are. And if you're not the way I want, then I'm going to be miserable. I need you to change so that I can be happy. Man, that is not an expectation I'd ever want in a relationship. But yet I see it everywhere I look. Everywhere I look. People have gotten afraid. They are tremendously in fear to be themselves. And the more fearful we are about being ourselves, the further and further, we fall out of love. Because love is acceptance. And folks, if you can't accept yourself, who can you accept? It's a good question. So stop having bogus expectations of who you are. Accept yourself as the real unique person you are, because that's uniqueness is what makes you special. Do you realize that? There are people in this world that want to be around you simply because you're unique. Because your uniqueness brings excitement into the world. Being like everybody else, I'll use the word vanilla, although I love vanilla, but I'll use the word vanilla. If everyone's vanilla, whoa, get boring. Sandra Lynn says, I am unique. I want you to know, I know Sandra Lynn, and she is unique. And that's perfect for Sandra Lynn. What I want to know for each of you is that you are unique as well. And that's perfect for you. So I'm going to say today, go out there, be unique, set realistic expectations for yourself. Look at others through realistic eyes. And most of all, love yourself for who you are. Because that's what I do. I love and I accept you as you are. And with that in mind, You got the power. So go create your great day. Until tomorrow. Oh, by the way, today is what? Agape has Community Gathering Day. So if you want to talk in community with a group of people, go to agapespiritualcenter.com. agapespiritualcenter.com. Click on the calendar. You'll see Agape Gathering either at 1:30 this afternoon or at 7 p.m. tonight, Central Time. And you are welcome. Everyone's welcome to join. This is where you connect, you share, and that. So with that in mind, I put my little plug in for you to connect. Have a great day, everybody. Aloha.